ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. The B3As has named its team for the IAAF World Championships in Beijing, China at the end of next month. There is still a chance more athletes can be added, with the deadline not until August 10th. But as Kelsey Johnson tells us tonight, one notable name will be missing out on a marquee event.
400 meters, Stephen Gardner, Michael Matthew, Latoy Williams. And the relay pool will consist of those persons previously named, along with Mr. Chris Brown, Ramon Miller, Alonzo Russell.
That shocking announcement made by President Mike Sands ended all the rumors and confirmed that Chris Brown will not run the individual 400 meters at the IAAF World Championships in August. Brown opted to run the 200 meters and not in his specialty at the National Track and Field Championships held last weekend at the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium.
I think when the athletes come home and don't run their specialty event, it also does a disservice to the Bahamian people that are actually paying those subventions.
The qualification standards for the meet was set by the IAAF, the world governing body for the sport. Brown, along with 4 other Bahamians, ran under the qualifying time of 45.50 seconds that was set. Sands said the Nationals is a mandatory meet and serves as the only time the athletes run head-to-head.
The criterion that all the athletes were made aware of was to come and register and run the event in which you would wish to run at the World Championships. Mr. Brown, through his coach, I think a day or two before the event, submitted a request for a bye that would have excluded him from running the 400 meters. The executives, after deliberation, did not see a compelling reason, given the nature and the competitiveness of the 400 meters, and also with the rules of engagements that were known to the athletes long before. Mr. Brown and his management were advised, and they were advised that it's a grave risk if he chooses not to run the 400 meters because there are a number of qualifiers and potential qualifiers. And so the integrity of the national championships and the national trials had to be kept intact.
The Bahamas will be represented by a 22-member team at the Beijing Championships. Kelsey Johnson, ZNS Total Sports.
And speaking of those other team members, the women, Shaniqua Q. Ferguson, Tania Gaither, Shawnee Miller, Devin Charlton, Adanica Brown, and Bianca Stewart. As we move on to the men, Chavez Hart, Teray Smith, Jeffrey Gibson, Trevor Barry, Donald Thomas, Ryan Ingram, and Latario Colley-Mins. And based on what happened at last weekend's Nationals, Team Bahamas should make some noise.
You know, Steve has been running consistently well, around in the 44 range just about all year. And for him to come in front of the home crowd and run an excellent race, executed all phases of the race extremely well, was mind-boggling and very, very, very special. When you look at the long jump, you know, Bianca broke the record in the long jump. I think she jumped like 6.83, which is about 22 feet 5 inches, and so that is a feat that qualifies her for the age standard for the World Championship. And also, you know, Chavez Hart, you know, ran 10.26, is a little bit off his personal best time, but these are the young men who we expect to perform exceptionally well. And of course, Trey Smith, been running exceptionally well on the collegiate circuit. Also, you look at the 100 meters. The 100 meters for the women was not up to the standard that we used to saying 11.4, but I can guarantee that time is the Beijing come around. Q will do extremely well. We have 2 ladies made the age standard for the 100-meter hurdles. Also, you have the high jumpers, Donald Thomas. You also have Trevor Barry, and you also have the young sensation Ryan Ingram. They all cleared 2:28, making the age standard for the World Championships. Shawnee Miller, this is about her second 400 meters, and about third 400 meters she's run this year, and we see she's making good stride, good progress in time as Beijing, no doubt she'll be around in the 40-49 range.
The Bahamas Olympic Committee also named its team for the Pan Am Games today. The games are set for later on this month in Toronto, Canada, and the Bahamas will be represented in track and field, swimming, boxing, tennis, and gymnastics.
Looking at all the times from various athletes and boxers and other people who went through all the elimination, we believe that the Bahamas will surely be representative of this year. 2015 Pan Am Games, and we believe that the benefits will be shown from the hard work of all the coaches and executive of various federations who took such a long time out to prepare their teams for this event. We are very proud now that a new sports have been added, a new discipline have been added to the sports that is going off to represent the Bahamas gymnastic. You know, some time ago the Bahamas Olympic Committee decided to put its weight behind the small sports that is coming up and being formed in the Bahamas. And today is a reality. Today is a proud day for us to have a gymnastic on our team.
The countdown is on for the Bahamas Cycling Federation's Nationals this weekend, and the competition is expected to be fierce.
We have a lot of cyclists coming from the Grand Bahama area, some from Eleuthera, Exuma and Andros coming down to compete in this year's Nationals. So we're looking forward to a tremendous competition. As you know, this is a springboard for our national teams to travel now as we prepare and qualify for international event. So we're looking forward to competition from a lot of our elite under 23 and also our masters. We're expecting stiff competition in these particular area as well as our junior category. And so on Saturday, you will see the road being torn up literally.
And that will do it for sports. Stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight comes back after the break.
This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.